Allosaurus. Allosaurus was a top predator of its time. It had a large skull with dozens of sharp, serrated teeth designed to slice through flesh. Its powerful hind legs made it a fast runner, and the three-clawed hands were strong enough to grip struggling prey. It may have hunted in groups, taking down even large herbivores like sauropods. Its lightweight skull had large fenestrae, openings, to reduce weight and improve bite speed. Ankylosaurus. The armored tank of the dinosaur world, Ankylosaurus was covered in thick osteoderms bony plates from head to tail. Despite its fierce appearance, Ankylosaurus was a peaceful, slow-moving herbivore that fed on low-growing plants using a beak-like mouth. It had small eyes, suggesting poor vision, and relied on armor for protection rather than agility. Apatosaurus. A massive sauropod, Apatosaurus had a long neck and whip-like tail. Its name means deceptive lizard due to early fossil misidentification. It had strong pillar-like legs to support its weight and likely fed on ferns and conifers. The tail may have been used for defense or communication through sound, possibly producing a loud crack when snapped. Baryonyx. Baryonyx had a long, crocodile-like snout with over 60 conical teeth, perfect for catching fish. It had a massive claw on each thumb, estimated at over 30 centimeters, possibly used to grip slippery prey. Fossils show fish remains in its stomach, making it one of the first confirmed fish-eating dinosaurs. It may have waded in shallow water like modern herons or bears. Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus had an unusually long neck and longer front legs, giving it a sloped, giraffe-like stance. This allowed it to browse treetops unreachable to other dinosaurs. It had nostrils high on its skull and likely had a slow metabolism. It lived in semi-arid floodplains, moving in herds and stripping foliage from tall conifers and cycads. Carnotaurus. This carnivore had a deep skull with forward-facing horns above its eyes, giving it a devilish appearance. Its arms were among the smallest of any dinosaur, almost useless. It had strong legs and likely relied on speed to ambush prey. Its skin impressions show small scales and bony studs, suggesting a rough armor-like hide. Ceratosaurus. Named for the distinctive horn on its snout, Ceratosaurus also had blade-like teeth and a long tail. It was more primitive than many of its contemporaries. The nasal horn may have been used for display or species recognition. It may have had a semi-aquatic lifestyle, feeding on fish and small dinosaurs. Compsognathus. A small, agile dinosaur with a long tail and slender limbs. Compsognathus is one of the best-known small theropods due to its complete fossil finds. It had sharp teeth for snapping up prey and likely hunted alone or in small groups. Its anatomy suggests it was fast and nimble, perfect for hunting in dense vegetation. Corythosaurus. Corythosaurus was a genus of hadrosaurid, or duck-billed dinosaur, a family known for their flat beaks and complex dental structures for chewing plants. It could walk on 2 or 4 legs and used its broad beak to graze vegetation. Fossilized skin impressions reveal a scaly, pebbly texture, and complex social behavior is inferred from herd evidence. Dilophosaurus. Distinguished by 2 thin, arched crests on its skull, Dilophosaurus was one of the earliest large theropods. It had long legs and a flexible neck, suggesting it was a fast runner. Its teeth and jaw structure suggest it hunted smaller prey or scavenged, and the crests may have been used for display or species recognition. Dimorphodon. A primitive pterosaur with a short, robust skull and 2 distinct sets of teeth, hence its name, two-form tooth. It likely launched from the ground rather than gliding from trees and was capable of strong, flapping flight. Its strong legs and claws suggest it may have climbed and hunted in varied terrain. Gallimimus. With long legs, a slender tail, and a small head with a toothless beak, Gallimimus resembled a giant ostrich. It was one of the fastest dinosaurs, potentially running over 60 kilometers per hour. Its diet may have included insects, plants, and small animals. It likely lived in groups and used speed as a defense mechanism. Mamenchisaurus. This sauropod had an extremely long neck, making up nearly half of its total body length. Its vertebrae were hollowed out to reduce weight while maintaining strength. Mamenchisaurus likely moved slowly and fed from tall trees in coniferous forests. Its long neck may have also helped in social signaling. Mosasaurus. A dominant predator of the seas, Mosasaurus had a long body, powerful tail, and 4 paddle-like limbs. It was part of the squamate group, making it a close relative of snakes and lizards. Its double-hinged jaws and backward curving teeth allowed it to swallow large prey, including other marine reptiles. Pachycephalosaurus. Best known for its thick, dome-shaped skull, which could be over 25 centimeters thick. The dome was surrounded by small, bony spikes. While headbutting is often assumed, recent research suggests they may have engaged in flank butting or head-shoving contests. Its teeth suggest a diet of soft plants, fruits, and possibly insects. Parasaurolophus. Famous for its long, backward-curving cranial crest, Parasaurolophus likely used this hollow structure as a resonance chamber for vocalizations. It could produce low, foghorn-like calls for communication within herds. It had a duck-billed snout and hundreds of tightly packed teeth in its jaws for grinding tough plant matter. It likely walked on both 2 and 4 legs depending on speed and activity. Pteranodon. Although not a dinosaur, Pteranodon is among the best-known pterosaurs. It had a long, toothless beak and a large crest at the back of its head, which may have been used for sexual display or aerodynamic stability. It likely soared above ocean waters, using thermal air currents, and dived to snatch fish with precision. Sinoceratops. The first ceratopsid discovered in Asia, Sinoceratops was a medium-sized herbivore with a distinctive frill lined with horn-like projections. It had a short nasal horn and a wide skull. Its frill likely served for species recognition and mating displays, as well as limited protection from predators. It would have lived in herds and grazed on low vegetation. Spinosaurus. One of the longest-known theropods, Spinosaurus had a crocodile-like snout lined with conical teeth for gripping slippery prey. Its distinctive sail, formed by elongated neural spines, may have been used for display or thermoregulation. Fossil evidence suggests it had adaptations for an aquatic lifestyle. Dense bones for buoyancy control, a flexible tail for swimming, and possibly webbed feet. Stegosaurus. Characterized by its double row of kite-shaped plates along its back and a spiked tail, Thagomizer, Stegosaurus was built for defense and display. The plates may have helped regulate body temperature or been used for intimidation. Despite its large size, it had one of the smallest known brains relative to body size, about the size of a lime. Stygimoloch. This dome-headed dinosaur had a bony skull with large spikes around the back, possibly used for display or low-impact head shoving. Some paleontologists consider it a juvenile or subadult form of Pachycephalosaurus. It had long legs and a lightweight frame, suggesting it was fast and agile. Triceratops. One of the most iconic dinosaurs, Triceratops had 3 horns and a large frill protecting its neck. Its parrot-like beak and battery of shearing teeth were adapted for cutting through tough plants. It likely lived in groups and may have used its horns in dominance battles or defense against predators. Fossils show evidence of healed injuries, suggesting it survived conflicts. Tyrannosaurus rex. Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the largest land predators in history, with bone-crushing jaws that exerted over 8 tons of pressure. It had keen binocular vision, a strong sense of smell, and teeth shaped like railroad spikes. Despite having tiny arms, each limb was muscular and capable of lifting over 200 kilograms. It likely preyed on large herbivores and also scavenged when needed. Velociraptor. Much smaller than popular portrayals, the real Velociraptor was about the size of a turkey. It had a long, stiff tail for balance and a large sickle-shaped claw on each foot, possibly used to pin prey. Fossils show evidence of feathers, suggesting a close relationship to modern birds. It was likely a swift, intelligent predator that hunted alone or in small groups. Indominus rex, fictional hybrid. A genetically engineered hybrid dinosaur, Indominus rex was designed by combining DNA from Tyrannosaurus rex, Velociraptor, and other animals including cuttlefish and tree frogs. It possessed enhanced intelligence, adaptive camouflage, heat resistance, and extremely high aggression. While not real, it symbolizes fears of uncontrolled genetic engineering. Indoraptor, fictional hybrid. Another fictional hybrid, Indoraptor was a smaller, stealthier version of Indominus, designed for militarized use. It had enhanced sensory awareness, intelligence, and a sleek black body with long claws for silent stalking. With its raptor DNA, it was capable of problem-solving, coordination, and human recognition, traits completely fictional and speculative.